Hey gamers, it's time to check out some more Zombies! Museum of Weird. Let's check it out. Setup for the game is super easy. You're going to put all your pawns on the haunted house, the haunting house tile here, and put a four-way here. This is a beginning, and for some reason it's an ending spot too here, even though the box does say you need the base game to play it. I guess just for the figures, I guess. You'll start with 3 hearts, 3 bullets, and this time with 2 brains. Brains can do different things in the game. I'll explain later. You have these conveyor belt tokens. What you'll do is every time you take a named tile, like this one is Cthulhu, so I'd place this anywhere where it matches up, and then I'd take the conveyor belt token, spin it upside down like that, flip it around, and whatever direction it's pointing, that's where you're going to move on that tile. So for instance, these conveyor belts go on tiles. If it goes into a dead end, you're just going to stop right there. You can't move any further. If it's pointing backwards, well, you're just going to move back like that. If it's moving forwards, then you won't count it as a space and just move right in. So if I rolled a 2 on the die, I'd go 1, skip over that, and go to 2, because that was a conveyor belt that moved me forward. Now, how would you turn these conveyor belts? Well, that's what the brains are for. You'll use the brains to turn a conveyor belt or any conveyor belt on the board at any time you want. How do you get brains? There are cards in the deck that if you play them, they have the little brain emblem in them, which means you will get another brain to play on there, so you can have more brains. You can do several different things in brains. Some cards get activated through the use of brains. And another reason to use brains, you can cash one in for a heart and bullet. But if you do that, you have to do that before you die. If you roll the die, it looks like, oh no, I'm 1 bullet short. Well, let me cash in a brain. It's too late by then. You have to cash it in before you roll. Now, how the game ends is you're going to take this Dante's Inferno tile, put it at the bottom, and whoever can get inside Dante's Inferno will win the game. Final thoughts. What do I think about the game? I've been waiting for this game for over 2 years now. Carrie finally got it to come out. When they took that picture of my little girls, they were 2 years old. Now they're 4.5. So it's been a long time coming, but it's finally out. So what do I think? Well, she finally figured out how to use those brain tokens. She's had those brain pieces for quite some time. She didn't know what they were for. She just had them made. Well, now she's included brains there. And I like how brains are played. I love how the cards have little brain tokens on them. Usually you would dump your cards, pump and dump, right? You just dump the cards just so you can get 3 more, a better hand. This time I've noticed people want to save these cards and play them. They may not want to do the action on the card, but they want that brain. Brains are really hard to get, and you want to make sure that you can get as many brains as you can in the game. So sometimes you play cards even though you don't want to use the special ability on it. You just want to play it because there's a brain token on it. You really need that brain. Because switching the conveyor, I don't know why there's conveyor belts in the museum. I don't get that at all. But it's something new they added. And that's fine, but you're going to use those brain tokens to move those things around or to utilize some of your cards. To use my girl Siamese Twins one to have back-to-back actions, I thought, oh yeah, everyone will want that item. Well, yeah, but after a while, you kind of want to save your brains because you need brains for other things. So it's nothing too powerful at the same time. So I love that. I like a lot of these cards here. The Curse of Kulvar. You know, I haven't gotten to play that yet. We've played the game twice. Once with the expansion, once without. The thing is, this is it's its own game. It has a start and a finish. So I guess if we're doing an expansion, I don't know where you would enter since there's no opening. I'm confused. If this is an expansion, why didn't it come with an entrance to the museum, and why can't we just start at the entrance? I don't understand why an entrance wasn't printed. And why is there not an in-game tile? Why not have Dante's Inferno, this one big square, like the helipad, you gotta get to the center and, you know, or defeat all the little druids that are on it or whatnot. You just have to get in there. I don't get that either. And then what's the purpose? You're just trying to go from one place to the next? I don't understand that. But it's okay. This is not a terrible expansion. It's not a great expansion. It's just an okay expansion, and I enjoyed it. I'm glad my girls are super excited that they're in it too. And I mean, we played it, and I like that it's showing all the Twilight Creations games on there too. That's what every museum floor is. That's really nice too, because I got a lot of those games too. Overall, it's fine. I just don't know. It's really weird. You need the base game, but only because you need the extra tokens. You don't need any of the tiles or anything from the base game. Like I said, we tried to play it. I just started them off on a 4 square, and then we went like that. Why are you starting on the haunting house? Why Dante's Inferno? I don't understand. There's no rhyme or reason to this. So it's kind of confusing. But either way, though, you know, let's get rid of the theme. It's fun enough. I like the idea of the brain tokens. I love that no one discards cards anymore. That's a really smart move. So there's some really smart things in here. I put this expansion probably middle of the road, but definitely a keeper. All right, gamers, that's it for now. Until next time, you know what to do. Game on!